Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sucita Mapolestari from English Education Study Program 4th semester A class. In this time, I will present to you about translation technique, so please pay attention. So first of all, let's talk about what is technique. So technique is a method, skill, or practical art that is applied to a particular text. Technique compatible with its practical nature directly relate to the practical problems of its translation and solution. Translation techniques are the embodiment of the strategy selected by the translator. The selection of these techniques certainly depend on the context, purpose, and type of the translation and also the target reader. The selection of the techniques correspondent with the translation goal, which is for the reader to get the message. But whatever it chooses to do has to risk or impact on translation. And next, we will talk about the characteristic of translation technique. First, impacting on translation result, because this is the application of method of translation to translate from BSU to BSA. Second, it's classified by comparison with the original text, because if we have to translate it to our language, we must have the original language from the other language, and that is why we can see source language or BSU and the target language or BSA. Third, impacting micro units of text, because each word can give the impact to translate it. And last, it's functional because techniques of translation have
Okay, now
aims
let's talk
which
about
have
the
a
translation techniques. So basically there are so many translation techniques and I will present to you several of them. So please pay attention. The first technique is literal technique. This literal translation technique, taken in small strokes, would be as same as a syllable translation system. However, a closer look at this technique reveals the grammatical layout of the target language. For example, if the BSU is I will be a doctor in the future, so the BSA is aku akan menjadi dokter di masa depan. Second is pure borrowing. So pure borrowing techniques are also known as transference or not linked. For example, if the BSU is many people use Android now, so the BSA will be banyak orang menggunakan Android sekarang. Third, naturalist borrowing. It can be also called an absorption technique. That means it is a foreign language word in this context that is adjusted to the way English is spoken in Indonesia. For example, if the BSU is there is a handsome actor in that movie, so the BSA will ada satu aktor tampan di film itu. And next, there is modulation techniques. This technique involves replacing the cognitive perspective, focus, or category concerning the original language. It may be in lexicon or structure system that cause of a shift in a meaning to the translation that contradicted the word word general meaning. For example, if the BSU, this gave him a structure way above almost all scholars and jurists who follow him. So the BSA will. Ini memberinya jalan yang lebih unggul dibanding para ahli pikir Islam lainnya, juga para ahli hukum Islam yang kemudian mereka mengikutinya. And then there is amplification techniques. This technique introduces or adds detail of information not found in the BSU text of explaining, paraphrasing, or exploration. So here is an example. If the BSU taught largely reading in the footsteps of Ahmad bin Hanbal, the last of the founder of Poor Man's School of Islamic Law. So the BSA will. Pada awalnya, ia adalah pengikut Ahmad bin Hanbal, mazhab Hambali, pendiri mazhab terakhir dari 4 hukum utama dalam Islam. Now let's talk about addition technique. Adding is one of the translation techniques that is add information to the target language because of the possible need to change implicit meaning into explicit, another cause for the expansion of the information. Thus, additional translation techniques are techniques that translators use to aid information to the target language. For example, if the BSU through the institution of Mustahib. So the BSA will melalui sebuah institusi yang diberi nama Mustahib. General equivalent. A common equivalent is a technique for using terms of paraphrase that have been known or recognized either in the dictionary or target language as equivalent of BSU. This technique is used for designated word that has a formal equivalent in the target language, such as that found in the dictionary or as agreed by certain communicate to speak the use of everyday language. For example, if the BSU is Sultan Kulawun enriched his collection with many books of commentary on the Quran, tradition of the Prophet, jurisprudence, language, medicine, literature, and poetry. So, the BSA will, Sultan Qalawun memperkaya koleksi perpustakaannya dengan sejumlah buku dan tafsir Al-Quran, hadis Rasulullah, jurisprudensi, ilmu bahasa, ilmu pengobatan, literatur, dan puisi. Kalku, a literal translation of word or paraphrase BSU directly into the BSA may be in lexicon or structural format. Here's an example. If the BSU, following the same logic, Ibnu Taymiyah regard sharing in its various form, mudabarah, sharecropping, etc., to be more just than the higher contract. So the BSA will, mengikuti logika yang sama, Ibnu Taymiyah sangat menghargai model-model kerja sama, misalnya mudabarah atau bertani bersama, yang lebih adil ketimbang kontrak saja. And the last, reduction technique. Reduction is integrating information because the components of its meaning are included in the target language. This technique is opposite of amplification. This technique is synonymous with reduction and omission or translation by omitting word or paraphrase. For example, if the BSU is when he was imprisoned in Egypt, several amirs used to visit him and bring gifts of best food. So the BSA will be, ketika ia dipenjarakan di Mesir, sejumlah amir mengunjunginya dan membawanya makanan-makanan yang enak.
Okay, I think that was all from me. Thanks for your attention. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.